Hello everybody, I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for joining me for question number 17 on our 2011 Grade 11 Fermat contest. If 3 to the 2x is 64, then 3 to the minus x is equal to. Now if you know a little bit about logarithms, you could probably work out what x is. And if you're curious, you might say, well, 3 to the 2x is, I know my exponent rule, so the x can pop out from the multiplication. So really what we're saying is 9x is 64. And if you know logarithms, you know then that x will be log base 964. If you got your calculator handy, you could work this out and raise it 3 to the minus that value if you want to. Now you don't really learn a lot about logarithms before grade 12, at least not in my day, and I don't think that's the case anymore, unless you're really doing a lot of math contests. So let's forget about logarithms, especially if this is the first time you're hearing someone say the word logarithms. But logarithms are a nice way to solve for exponents like this. And let's approach the question in a different way. We actually don't need to know what x is to answer this question. Okay? We can come at it a different way. So I know 64 is 3 to the 2x. Now what do we want? We want 3 to the minus x. Well, what do you do when you got a minus sign in the exponent? You can get rid of that by instead saying it's going to be 1 over 3 to the exponent without the minus sign. So if I just knew 3 to the x, we'd be all set, right? Sounds fantastic. Well, is there a way to get 3 to the x out of this expression? Yeah, if you've got a product of two things, if you've got a to the bc, that's the same as a to the b all to the c. Again, just simple exponent rules. And that's all it is. So 3 to the 2x is 3 to the x squared. Now, 64 is a square that we might recognize. Square root of 64 is 8. So I know 8 is the same as 3 to the x. Okay? So we just take that, plug it in here, and we're looking for 1 over 8. Simple as that. Now you might say, well, hold on. There are two numbers that I could square to make 64. What if it's minus 8? 1 over minus 8. Is that even an option? No, it's not, although they do have minus 8 and minus 32 here to scare us a little bit. But the point here is, or the point that I'm trying to get at is, when you ask for 3 to the x being some value, you can't ever really make 3 to the, there's no power of 3 that suddenly becomes negative. Okay? Think about it. 3 times 3, 3 times 3 times 3, 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. None of those are negative. And even if you grab your calculator and do something crazy like 3 to the power of square root of 2, which, even if we don't know what that's supposed to mean, the calculator still spits out values, you get about 4.72, but you'll never find a way to make any of these negative. Okay? You'll learn a little bit more about this if you're not already familiar with it. When you learn about functions and, yes, even logarithms, and what we call exponential functions. But I will leave that for another day. We're done our question, and we know our answer is 1 over 8. I think I saw that was E. I knew it was somewhere on the end. Yeah, so we've got E. And that's all we need to do. So E, 1/8, and we're all done. Okay? So I'll see you guys in the next video for question number 18. Until then, take care and have yourself a wonderful day.